How are you all? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate my returning subscribers, those who has been sharing the videos. I love and appreciate you. God bless you. If you're new here and you like what I'm about, please consider subscribing. Turn on your notification button so you can know whenever I upload a new video, and you can be part of us as well. I was going to stretch out this and I keep forgetting, but right now I remember. Please, I have a WhatsApp group. I'm going to place that on the screen as well, and also you can also see towards my intro or outro, you can see the scanning code which you can scan to actually get into the WhatsApp group. This will enable me to all kind of also alert you if you're in the group that something has been dropped, or also check up on my members or my people. I've got a membership page as well. Please do well to join my membership page. Is a token and is a way of you supporting me. And please remember to give this video a like. Thank you. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want this video to be long, though I will say I don't want the video to be long, but it ended up being long. I tried to cut it to the best of my that I can, so please do bear with me. Thank you. So today I want to treat this topic which says is it rude if sister-in-law does not include me in birthday plan for my husband? She texted him saying, I am taking you out for your birthday. She didn't ask us if we've already had a plan, nor am I invited to a plan. Is it wrong? I am upset. So I'm going to come to it in two different angles. I'm going to come from it from the man's angle. So I do not know the relationship she has with her in-laws and how her husband has actually kind of worked with what is going on between his wife and his relative, especially his sisters. Some sisters, because if it's the elder sisters, some sisters treat their brother as if they are the mother. They want to take control of everything the guy does as if he's still a baby, especially when their brother is a baby brother to them, meaning they have a lot of gap between them. Excuse me. And if they have gap between them, and let's say for example they are part of those who baited their brother when he was growing up, they took him to school, this kind of a thing, they tend to still want to be in control, and it takes even the man himself to cut them off for them to know their boundaries. They don't remember that they need to have a boundary, they need to have a limit to how they can come into his family affair when he's married. They feel because he's married to someone, the person has to start calling them mommy or start treating them like their mom. And you can imagine if they also contributed to the guy's schooling. These are the things that actually contributed to the sisters being in control of their man. So now, this is why I said I'm going through the man's angle as well. What did you notice with this man? Did you notice that it was a baby's boy, sister's boy, mommy's boy, the boy of their house? If he's the only son, that kind of a thing. What effort have you made in trying to make sure this relationship between them did not go sour, but they need to respect the fact that he's an adult, he's making a decision to want to marry? Did they marry him off to you, or you guys met and the thing started? These are the things you need to look into. Then your husband, when you start noticing few behavior from your sisters-in-law, how is your husband treating it? Some men cannot face their sisters, especially when it's their older sisters. They will like, oh, just try and be patient. She said they will still get over it. Yeah, they will still get used to you. Just try and be patient. Then 5 years, 10 years, and they go, and it goes on and on and on and on. And you've tolerated a lot, and they actually extend that behavior to your children. There are some sister-in-law that even when they get in, they will carry the baby or send those children an errand as if your body can't even bear it for a very long time. You just keep sucking that in. You go to your room or try to just give them space, but you could see that they're trying to kind of can I use the word irritate you, and you're looking at your husband if he's going to take action. You need to have a score to settle with your husband in the bedroom or in the behind the closed door when they have gone. Tell him what you don't like that they do. Tell him what you don't like that he does when they are around, because sometimes these men are also the enabler. If their sister has done something to you, or they've done something publicly that is not supposed to do, he has the right to caution them in a polite way. If you're there, if he wants to caution them, he should do it politely, of course. Even if you're not there, if he wants to caution them, he should do it politely. But by the time he keep repeating it, by the time you keep repeating the caution and they are not yielding, you will need to kind of go out of polite, because sometimes some people will take you serious when they see that your tone has changed. So if he doesn't take himself from them, they will not release him. When I mean release him, meaning he needs to be firm and let them know that he's a man who could take decision for himself. If he needs their help, he will let them know. He needs to also let them know that he's respecting them. It needs to let them know that he's respecting them. One, it needs to let them know that they need to respect you. They need to accord same respect to you. Oh God, I need to close this thing. I hope you don't affect the video. Okay. Yeah. So it needs to let them know that they cannot continue to disrespect you, and it's a slap on him. The respect they would like to give, they would like to be given to. They need to also respect your wife, irrespective of their age. I'm not talking about calling someone auntie and all that, but some men, they are weak when it comes to talking to their sisters, especially when it's their elder sister, especially if their elder sister look like, or they are in the position of their mom, their big sister. They see their big sister as their god. Oh, I cannot look up to them, and those people take advantage of them. And you know what, some of those sisters, they even put financial responsibility on their brother, which is not right. So you need to have a word with your husband about the relationship between him and his sister, that you're not stopping it, but they need to learn to respect you. The action it takes whenever they disrespect you, or utter a word that sounds like a disrespect, is what you need to address with your husband, and tell him that if this does not happen, you will not take it lightly, or you might need to take a walk away from their presence whenever they are around, or you might not give them audience, because there are some in-laws that whenever they come, some wife just say hello to them and they'll just go to their room. They don't offer them anything. Why some will offer them things, but they won't sit down there with them. They don't have a rapport. You understand? Even there are some in-laws that they don't even want you to be present. I have seen a sister that's gotten to his brother's house, and he was telling the wife that, oh, please excuse us, we want to talk. And the way she uttered that, I found that very insulting. You came to our house. If you have told your brother that, oh, I'm coming to see you, we need to have a talk, a private talk. Okay, by the time you get there, your husband should be the one to actually talk to his wife that, babe, or wherever he addresses you, maybe any pet name, or if he addresses you by your normal name, that, oh, please, can you go, he can tell you that, can you prepare something, or, oh, myself and my sister want to have a chat. She will understand and she will leave. But if the sister just say, please excuse us, we want to talk, it could sound somehow rude, especially when there's not enough rapport. And it also kind of make that woman be on, she'll be so sensitive or inquisitive. She wants to hear drop what you guys are talking about. That, why can't you say it somewhere else? So your husband should have told you, oh, my sister is coming. We'll have to have a meeting in the house. Blah blah blah. The wife can decide that, you know what, I'm just gonna take the children out. Oh, I'm gonna just go shopping. I'm just going to go. She can even be on the phone in the room. Get engaged on social media, or start discussing with her friends, blah blah blah, so that she's not bothered about what you guys are talking about. But the way they do it sometimes hurts. So it is bad for the sister, for me, this is my own opinion. It is bad for the sister to have invited their brother without letting you know. And the sister has the right to want to invite their brother that for a surprise birthday. Maybe they thought when they invite your husband is going to be coming with you. So in that aspect, it might be what they have as a plan. But if you guys do not have a relationship, I might say, okay, there is bad. Maybe they don't want you around, and it's not left for your husband. It's either he granted the I said the interview. If he grants the invitation to go for the birthday, he should tell you to dress up and go with him. So when you guys get there and they are giving you a funny look, surprises, then they shouldn't expect. Then he will tell them, you didn't tell me to come alone. I came, so you invited me for a birthday. Of course, I'll come with my family because today, that day is your birthday. So your family has plan. Of course, they didn't ask you if you have plan for your husband. They just texted your brother that they want to take him out. Have that conversation with your husband. Let your husband be the one in the middle as well. So you should tell them either that, oh, I will not be able to come. Myself and my family have planned, or my wife has had so plan, so I won't be able to come. Let's make it another day. And if there's no plan, you guys and he wants to go, he goes with his family. Simple as ABC. And there are certain things that I think the sisters will need to start reading and start knowing where to give a space when they need to respect themselves. It doesn't have to be confrontational, but let your husband know this is how to do things. This is done to me. I don't like it. I've sucked a lot in, but you need to start taking some steps. It doesn't have to be rude. He will do it in a gentle, subtle way. Even if they ask you, oh, what do you see so thing, then you explain to them, you didn't tell me you guys are planning the birthday, so of course I came with my husband. He is your husband. You guys are married to become one. They can have their privacy if they want to have a chat with him or wherever. Sometimes you don't always have to be there because you're a wife. I don't always have to be in the meeting my husband is having because I'm a wife. I need to give them their privacy. I need to respect those boundaries as well. But the way it's done sometimes kind of make one want to react badly. So please start checking up. How did it start? What step have you taken? How are you applying the boundaries? Yeah, how are you applying the boundary irrespective of that? Maybe they are older than your brother, or if they are very rude, you have to use the calm way to deal with them. Remember, when it comes to a woman, they will gang up and just want to make life uncomfortable for you. And I pray that you have children, that God has blessed you, because if not, it will be something else they will be using to terrorize you. So have a word with your husband. It's either you guys are not going, or if he's going, you are both going together. If you have children that can go, you all go together. They need to start noticing that this they cannot break you guys. And some of the first steps start from your husband. You need to start putting those boundaries and giving them the warning that if you don't respect my wife, you will be seeing less of me. Seeing less of him means that there are some things they will call him, he won't go because he knows they are not respecting his wife, or they are not. So if they are not respecting his wife, they are not respecting him. So they will see less of his contribution to certain things, maybe things that they are having input on, because he's trying to create that respect by force, by fire. If he doesn't do this, some of these women or ladies will not stop. They will keep dragging the wife down. They will still keep looking down on the wife and not want to respect her. They might even want her to do some chores, and all that. So most of it start from the husband, and you as a wife as well. Know your limits. Know when to respect them. Know when to give them space. It's very important that you know when to give them space. It's not everything you must choke mouth. Even when they ask you some things, you don't choke mouth. Just tell them you don't have any idea. You're not you have no clue. Even if you know, just say you because you don't want to engage. Sometimes you won't engage. Just give that space because you're building something up. Sometimes see finish. It doesn't it doesn't make people respect you more. It drops some value, and some people will say too much familiarity brings insult. So you should also check yourself where have you gone wrong, and you can still try to correct them. If there's someone that you can have a word with, you can tell them, have a talk with them, excuse me, have a word with them and tell them, I don't like so thing, or I don't feel included when you invited your brother and I wasn't invited. I wasn't told. I feel like I was taken away from the family, that I'm not being accepted. I feel like I'm not part of you. There's a way you can present it to them and see the way they're going to respond to it. If they are the type that you can speak to, then sometimes, some people, when you have those words with you, they can tell you that, oh, they don't mean it that way. They could apologize and things will go on now fine from there. And that's it for me. So if anyone is going through this kind of thing, anyone that's gone through it, and you that it has happened to, that's most of the best way to handle it. This is my own opinion, and I think it will work. I've faced this kind of a thing in the past before with one or two people, and there are people that will kind of tell me this kind of issue, maybe boyfriend or man friend or fiancé or mother-in-laws, and it works. It's not easy, but if you're ready to kind of take it step by step, you will be able to kind of overcome. They might be tired, and with all this thing, prayer matters. Put them in prayers that God will also keep them busy. If they want to give you trouble, if they're determined to give you trouble and your heart is plain, God will keep them busy. They might not even have your time anymore. That's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have watched this stage and you haven't liked the video, please give the video a like. Share if you can. It might help someone out there. And please don't forget, I have a membership page. Please, I would love if you can join to support me. And you can sympathize this video if you like. And with this, I've come to the end of the video. And I'll see you in my next one. Do take care and God bless. Bye.